And welcome back to Week 2 in the NFL. I'm Steve Dallas, and today we're going to go over some big games. Last week I was 4-2 on the money, so let's see what I can do this week. We have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Philadelphia Eagles favored by 7. I think you could take that bet, and I think you can go beyond. This is a solid bet to take, even though it's in Minnesota. I can see this going possibly to double digits. And then we got the next big matchup. We got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are favored by 3.5 at home, so this means it's going to be a close matchup. This is going to be one of those tight fights. This is one I do not recommend that you come out here and bet on. But if you want to bet on it, you might want to go with the Ravens on this because they are home. I don't know if they clear the points or not. I think this is going to be a close fight. You might have a close 3-point lead. That's what I'm thinking, more like a 17-14 defensive game. There's going to be a lot of running, but will there be a lot of scoring? That's what we're going to find out. And now we got two teams that came out with victories that were unexpected. Talking about the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. The Aaron Rodgers-less New York Jets. Yes, they came out with a victory last week, but he was taken out in the first series of the game, lasting a total of 11 minutes in the field. Dallas is favored by 8.5 points. I would totally expect them to be able to get this. They looked really impressive last week against the Giants, 40-0. I think they're going to come down a little bit. I don't think they're hitting another 40 burger, but I would say it's a strong possibility this could be a 28-10 game. Don't be shocked. That's my prediction on that. And then you have the New England Patriots going down to Miami this week. New England is a 2.5-point underdog here. I mean, Miami is at home. They do not usually lose at home to the Patriots. I feel that the weather is going to be a big factor because they love it cold and Miami loves it hot. And when it's hot, Miami is usually rolling. They have had some injuries recently, but I will tell you, I will take the Miami Dolphins to end up winning this game. I think you can go ahead of the 2.5 points. I think it's going to go a little bit further than that, possibly up to a touchdown. I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins here, 17-7. And then we got the Sunday night matchup. We've got the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Saints favored by 3.5 points here. I would definitely think that because even with them being home, they're still going to come out there like an offensive juggernaut. They had a tough game last week against Tennessee and came out with the victory like I called. I think they're going to do it again. I think it's going to be another close matchup. You might say this might be a 24-21 game. You might even see some defensive touchdowns involved in this game. I totally expect the Saints to cover and possibly go beyond. This should be a good matchup for Sunday night. And we got a big matchup here on Monday Night Football. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland favored by 2.5 points. They are at home. This is pretty much a pick 'em here, folks. This is definitely one that I would not put money on, but if I did, I would go with the Cleveland Browns because after last week, looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers, they did not look like their self. They look like they have gone down the hill. I don't think they've got what it takes to come out here and even have a 500 record this year. I think Cleveland's a strong team, and they're going to be very competitive, and this is one of those games where they should get the win. I'm going to take Cleveland and the points. I'm going to go with a score of 27-24. And that's what we have here, folks. That's all the games we got. Thank you for tuning in here. Make sure you tune in next week. We're going to go over Week 3 in the NFL. I'm Steve Dallas.